So I'm just recording now the next episode or video or whatever you want to call it. Um, but firstly, I've not chopped down a tree yet, which is such a Minecraft thing to do. I'm just gonna have to do it now. There we go, tree chopped. Um, and let me just chop down the leaves as well. But while I do this, I'm just going to explain that I'm going to power through now a couple of updates, couple of versions, because they don't add anything to the game. All they do is change multiplayer things. Um, and so that I'm not going to make a video on them. I've just done a video on what was it, 15A or something. And I can't imagine that video is going to do particularly well because it's just the same as all the others. Or at least all the other updates that I'm about to cover. So yes, world generation still looks very cool. That's about all there is to say on the subject. I'm now going to move on to the next one, which has a name that I have forgotten. So once again, generating the level. I do like how we've got all these words to see what's going on. And once again, the world is looking like this. And I really do like the terrain at the moment. I know I keep on saying it, but it's really cool. It feels almost a bit like a Mario level, and with these flat hills that come up in these increments, and then we have got these caves, which is nice. The only other thing that apparently happens is when you press tab, the player names pop up, but I'm not in a server, so I don't think, yeah, pressing tab is doing nothing. So on to the next version. Goodness me, I really am powering through. So now I'm in this version, all much of the same, still got the cool terrain generation, still in quite a small world. I should still have all the same blocks. Just going through it now. Yes, I do. Apparently, now skins are a thing, but there is no way for me to look at them. Can I still get mobs? How do I... What's the button I press to get mobs in? Oh, G. Mobs are still a thing. They don't flail about quite as much according to the wiki, but they are still quite good at flailing. But I'm glad that mobs still exist, and you press G to get yourself a whole load of mobs. A mob of mobs, if you will. I'm sure that joke's been made before. Next version. Now, I got a glimpse of what was added in the wiki, but I didn't look closely. Oh my word. We've got a hotbar. I didn't know we get a hotbar. I saw that glass was added, but I didn't see that anything else was added. Oh my word. That's cool. If I press E, can I select other things? No, seemingly not. In which case, how do I get sand? I'm not sure. Let me just check the wiki quickly. Oh my word, this is so exciting. Sponge exists. Sponge exists. Oh, I can build SpongeBob. I wonder if it has the... It does. It has the water interactivity. Oh my word. This is so cool. This is so cool. Goodness me. Oh wow. And so what, if I break this, will the water come back? Yes, it will. Oh my word. I am... Well, this is what I'm clearly going to be stopping with, because this is the version where we get quite a few things happening. How far deep... Now, how deep down does it have to be for the sponge to work? Or does it just go all the way up, stopping water? Because that was 3 blocks high. Let me try all the way down here. I can't imagine it works at the surface. Yes, so I've got just a little air pocket. The water looks so cool from down here. Oh my word. And I can break all of these. And I bet that it's until 3 blocks down. and then the water will come back flooding in. Let's try. Yeah. Oh my, oh well, that's 2 blocks down, 2 blocks down. Oh yeah, 2 blocks up, 2 blocks down. That makes sense. Oh my word, I'm gonna have to make a little cube. A little watery cube. Oh goodness me. That is so cool. Goodness me. I've got a cube of water. It looks so weird. This is so cool. What does this look like from the outside? Oh, this looks so weird. And I now have to play with the glass. I wonder how the glass interacts with water. Also, the scroll wheel doesn't work in the way you would expect. It's inverted, which is odd. Yep, the glass works as you would expect. Oh, I'm looking forward to playing with this. And yeah, look, you can just see the water in there. Oh, wow. Right, I'm going to have to look at the wiki to see what I missed over the last couple of updates that I'm missing. Because as you can see, this is 19A.04, so I've missed 1, 2, and 3. But oh my word, I need to build something. So it seems as though I'd missed a couple of updates where glass had a couple of different textures, which is a damn shame because they looked quite cool. I mean, I'm glad that they ended up going with this, or at least something similar to this. I'm not sure if this is how glass ended up looking, but it would have been nice to have played with some more opaque looking glass. And oh look, all of this that used to be dirt underneath the water is now turned into grass. That's interesting, I feel. I accidentally clicked on generate new level a moment ago, and apparently there are options, so I'm going to try what a small world looks like. Because this will be interesting. Goodness me, this is small. This is a small world. It's a normal world. I'm guessing this is the size that I was on before. That would make sense, considering it is called normal. Much flatter than what I'm used to, aside from that bit over there. Right, and then let's try huge. Taking a while. Not surprised if it is that huge. Goodness me, it really is taking a while. I'll probably use the small version just for today because I'm not planning on keeping this world. And I don't think I can. This world does seem quite big, especially compared to those other ones. How far does this go? Because I think for the first time I have my full render distance on, and I can't see the edge of the world. Or is that the edge over there? But I will use a oh no, I don't want to save on. I will use a small one, just because I think my laptop will appreciate it more if I do. There we go. Welcome to a tour of my amazing house. This is supposed to be a tree house up here. Um, it doesn't look like a tree house. It just, oh dear, just looks weird. Um, there's no way also to get sand or cobblestone anymore, which is odd. But it's nice to see that such things do still exist, or at least sand still exists. Where's my house gone? Oh, there it is. Right. But yeah, this was supposed to be a tree house. It didn't work very well. The first thing that I did though was create this little jetty, or boardwalk or whatever it's called. I think a jetty just goes out in one direction, doesn't it? But anyway, I thought, oh well, I'll have a little jetty coming round, and then you can see into my house, which is a bit naff. But coming into my no, I didn't finish this part. How embarrassing. Um, there we go. Um, as I was saying, welcome to my house. In we go. There's not much to see here. I wanted to build out of glass because that's the new infested block. I mean, I know that sponge also exists. But there's not really much I can do with sponge aside from drain a bit of sea, which I can't be bothered to do, or build SpongeBob. And I did build SpongeBob when I was younger, but I'm not going to do that again. And then I thought, well, there's no cobblestone. I'll build this out of gravel, and then I'll do some oak on the ceiling, and I'll do some gravel and oak along this wall, which I think strangely works, even though it is a bit ugly. And then I just built this doorway out of oak wood logs, or whatever they're called. And then I thought, well, I want to build a tower, so I technically build a castle. But cobblestone didn't exist, so I thought, right, I'll build a tree. I would have built the leaves of the tree out a little larger, but there isn't any crown. Oh dear, I meant to get rid of those bits. There we go, that's smoother there. But yeah, crouching doesn't exist, so I just kind of built it out like this, because I couldn't be bothered to make it all nice and round. Lazy, I know. And then there's no very good way up, so I thought, well, I'm experimenting with the new glass. I'll make an invisible-ish walkway, hence my glass bridge. And I quite like it. I'm surprised that I haven't done something like this in the past. And then I also quite like the oak wood stairs coming up there. And then this is my treehouse that leads all the way down into the skylight in my downstairs part of the house. And you know what? It's quite a silly building, and it's not particularly good looking, but I'm pleased with it, and I had quite a bit of fun building it. But that is it for this video. Goodbye.